Folks, today I'm going to be reading through every single DC comic ever released. I'm going to do 10 a day, and if I keep that up perfectly, and if DC keeps releasing comics at the same speed they're currently releasing them, I will finish in about 18 years. Not that long. I'll be like 35. Not that long, not that bad. That's pretty good, I think. We're gonna start not with Action Comics #1, because that's not the first DC comic ever released. Superman's the first superhero, but DC Comics didn't start with superheroes. When they used to be called National Comics, in 1935, 3 years before the birth of Superman, we are going to start. And obviously, these are from the 1930s. Most of them not in very good condition. They're gonna be tough to read, but we're gonna do our best. A little teaser for what's to come. 10 cents. That's cheap. The Magic Crystal of History. This is dude, they got teleported to Egypt. This one's funny, dude. Is that Mickey Mouse? He looks a little like Mickey Mouse, which Oswald the Rabbit. I think there was a bit inspiration from Disney there. There's gonna be a lot of war stuff in these. Not yet, actually. That was starting in like the 40s, right? Wing and Slim. Wing and Slim. Okay. Oswald the Rabbit's clumsy as dude. Where was I? Who are they? I'm very confused as to what's going on here. I don't like this one. I like this one was just slop. I like this one. This one's interesting. This one's okay. This one sucks. I don't like this one. This one sucked. Oswald the Rabbit is obviously peak, just peak entertainment. They need to bring back Oswald the Rabbit. DC needs to bring back Oswald the Rabbit, if you ask me. Buckskin Jim. That feels like I don't know how comfortable I feel saying that. That feels like it might be a slur that I just said. I'm not sure. I didn't like this one. Not just because it's a little bit racist. Well, maybe a little bit. But just it's so hard to read. I think that's the main problem. It's so difficult to read. Bubby and Beetle. Bubby is helping him with his homework, and then Beetle does some evil stuff, dude. Okay, Super Police. Okay, so Joan. So they're doing a dangerous mission in the stratosphere. Joan sneaks on the high-low. High-low. Okay, hang on. So Super Police. Some professor made a submarine plane that can go in the air or underwater. The Super Police have the plane now, and they're going to the Galapagos Islands where ships are disappearing. This guy calls his daughter, and he says, "We're going to the stratosphere. You gotta stay home. You might die." She follows them. She jumps on the plane. This guy gets mad because she forgot his fare, which is, by the way, what they call it when you pay taxi cab guys. And that's what they called that back then. And yeah, I'm a little tapped into the 1945 culture. He grabs on her. Joan starts falling because the cab is so desperate for his fare that he's hanging off the side of the plane. They grab the controls. They make a recovery, and they pull Joan up. And the cab. And they were scared. There's an SOS. They catch an SOS on something. There's something sitting on the Galapagos Islands. We'll follow your directional beam. Cosmic ray forward. Things are fading. Will the high-low get there in time? Dun dun dun. Who knows? An advertisement of the Ralston Purina Company. The zip gun. This. What is this contraption? What is this? How does it work? It's a plunger. It shoots a plunger? No, it's like a zip line. Oh, it's real. It's a real thing? The zip gun is real? Zip gun. Oh no, it's not a real thing. Oh no, it is a real thing. Okay, I'm gonna get one of those. That is New Fun Comics, issue 1, complete. I've read it. I've read the entire thing. My favorite was probably, well, obviously my favorite was Oswald the Rabbit, because Oswald the Rabbit is the GOAT. I really liked Bubby and Beetle too. I thought this one sucked. This is the worst comic I've ever read. This one also wasn't great, but just because it was hard to read, because the text is so poorly kept. This one was just whatever. This one was kind of fun. Yeah. So now we move on to New Fun Comics, issue number 2. She is a secret spy type of lady. So she had an adventure, and a missionary called on her to thank her And then a guy breaks in and he's like, I'm gonna shoot you, dude. I'm gonna shoot you. Oh, so they were talking. I'm not reading all that. I can't read that. There's no universe I'm reading that. J and G. Oh, this guy's name is Buck. Okay. So he wants to change a dime into a quarter. Okay. That's pretty funny. And then they find a new boat, I think. What? Oh no, they're going after. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from the art because it's so blurry. Magic Crystal of History, bro. I've been waiting. They're in Egypt. This idiot says we're not strangers. We're Americans. Yeah, Egyptian's gonna know that. Ancient Egyptian. Sorry, not Egyptian. An ancient Egyptian is not gonna know what America is because America doesn't exist. So, you're stupid. Lock in. They think Bobby and Binks are demons. Why are all the women's names so dumb? There's Binks. Binks is just a dumb name. Yes, Wing and Slim. Wing and Slim. Last issue, they were crashing. They were trying to save some people, and then they got hit in the motor. Hit in the motor. Uh-oh. The rope is fraying, and they're holding onto the plane now. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Ivanhoe. Back to this one. I don't want to read this one. I don't want to read this one, but I have to. Where's Oswald? Where's Oswald the rabbit? Where did he go? Bring back Oswald. Bribed me in that football game last month. Who is this man? Dun dun dun. Oswald! Dude, Oswald's back. Oswald! Holy shit, what's up, man? What's up, Oswald? Dude, they're making Oswald walk the plank. No, Oswald. But he gets a genius idea. Springboard, dude, Oswald's a genius. Oswald gets on top of the pirate. Dude, they're hunting him down. But Oswald's a genius. He cuts the rope. They all fall and get tangled up. Dude, Oswald. Brilliant performance by my goat, Oswald. Okay, that's not funny. I don't know. I just. Okay. There's nothing funny on this page. It's just his face is so. It surprised me. Okay, there's nothing funny. I don't know why I find it funny, but I didn't expect this. What is he? What is that? What is that thing? Is it like a polar bear? Is it just a Sunny? Plop. Okay. All right, man. Dude. That's crazy, dude. He's trying to inherit the estate. He's trying to inherit the estate, dude. Oh, and but he's not very. Oh, she thinks he's not very smart. Not that funny. They gotta run faster, dude. Pelion and Ossa. That looks like Winnie the Pooh. That is not Winnie the Pooh. Dude, this was released in 2023. That's not funny. Oh, the cabbie wants to leave. By the way, this is his fault. He did not have to grab the woman's leg and. Dude, you could have let go when he realized, oh, she's hanging on to this plane. I should probably let go. He was so desperate for his money that he gets on a super police. He gets on a super police boat copter thing, and that's dumb. They say you're a dumb guy, man. You did not need the money that bad. You didn't need it that bad. You didn't. Dude, let's go. Straight shooters always win, and that is New Fun Comics issue 2 complete. I mean, I'll talk about it, which I forgot to do the first one, but it'll be fine. I think This one was a bit better. Okay. We had a full thing for Oswald the Rabbit. That's my goat. I love Oswald. So that's immediate plus. Obviously, Oswald's my favorite here. Obviously, Oswald's my favorite. Super Police is funny. Just in, Super Police is fine. I like Tom Mix. Tom Mix is exciting. Dude, there were two really bad instances of racism here. Dude, was that one? I'm not gonna say what it is, but it was bad. New Fun Comics, issue 3, and this one looks a bit better quality, which is good. Oh no! Don Drake got grabbed. Oh no, what's gonna happen to Don Drake, bro? Pingus. Okay, Pingus. These berries. Dude, he's eating the berries. He found something. Oh my god. Nope, I thought that was a penguin. Not a penguin. I just realized what that is. Okay. Oh, I'm a little confused on that one, but... Oh, Oswald the Rabbit! Oswald! I love you. Stop with the bots. I'm trying to read Oswald the Rabbit, okay? Leave me alone and let me read Oswald the Rabbit, okay? I love Oswald. Don't interrupt me during Oswald time. New Fun's Treasure Hunt. Treasure Isle. Oh, you can fill in the comic, and then you could, dude. Do you think I can still send it in? Do you think if I fill this out, I can still send it in? Mail this coupon before midnight, April 3rd, 1935. I don't know if it might be a little late. Oh, Ivanhoe. I hate this one. Ivanhoe is the worst thing ever. Little Linda. Last issue, Little Linda found a little boy who was left by his uncle in the middle of nowhere. He sort of found them. Dude, just imagining that. Coming home to your wife from a day of your plumbing job, you open the door, she's like, yo, what's up, husband? And you're like, so I sort of found just a girl and a boy, and I brought them home. I just found them. Why is I know why, but every villain in these comics is Chinese or Arabic or indigenous or Mexican or just not American. Well, obviously all those people can be American if they live in America. But I mean, they're all not white, specifically. Obviously I know why. I know why that's the case. But it's crazy. That's every single one of them. Why is there a hen in our soup? Okay. So none of these were funny. Those all sucked. Those are all terrible. And they get that thing. Is that supposed to be a narwhal? What is that? I don't support the real police, but the super police. You can't not support the super police, dude. They're fighting people, dude. They're in the Galapagos Islands. Dude, they're fighting Kid Law. They're fighting Kid Law, bro. They're fighting Captain Kid Law, bro. No way. They're fighting Captain Kid Law, bro. Here's my summary of what happened last time. They found Captain Kid Law. He was sinking so many U.S. ships. There were 5 down in 5 days. So they get the high-low, an airship submarine that can go in the air or under the water using cosmic ray tunnel stuff. And then they find Captain Kid Law, and they're ready to just shoot him to bits, to just destroy him. But they're like, no, there could be U.S. prisoners, bro. We can't do that. So we gotta find another way. And that's my summary of the last 2 issues. And that's issue 3 done already. That one was really quick. Way quicker than issue 2. Okay. Thoughts. Oswald the Rabbit. Peak as always. I love you, Oswald. Where are you? Oswald, my goat. A slight uptick in racism this issue. So that's not great. Yeah. Slight uptick in racism. That's not fun. Beevil wasn't here. Bubby and Beevil, dude. They didn't appear this issue. That's unfortunate. I love Bubby and Beevil. After School is nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much my thoughts on that one. Oswald, bro, Oswald. He's cleaning himself, dude. He's taking a bath. He's putting on his clothes. He's being Mickey Mouse. He sleeps and he's in the bath, dude. He's mad, bro. Oswald, no, bro. Dude, Oswald, I'm so sorry, bro. Don't look at me. I didn't do that. I'm sorry, Oswald, man. I love you. I love you, Oswald. I love you so much. Don Drake on the planet Sorrow. Last time they were captured by this weird alien thing. Energy gun, and he kills the squid. Okay, that was that was easy. That was quick. We built this up last issue like it was gonna be a big thing, and he's dead in 3 panels. So, the queer snake man. And then they what the fuck is that? Oh, so this guy helps Jack by not killing him. Why is this random high school athlete having hits paid out on him? What is going on? This random high school athlete is just, there's people being paid to assassinate him. What did he do? Oh, and that's the end of New Fun Comics number 4. I liked Oswald. Really liked Oswald. I always like Oswald. Oswald's always good. Oswald was really good this one. Sandra of Secret Service is cool. There was about as much racism as there was last issue. So, oh well. Yeah, that's about it. Well, all I have to say. Don't tell anyone. We're skipping number 5. We're skipping number 5 because I just can't read that. I can't read that. New Fun Comics number 6. Number 6. We did have to skip number 5 because it was literally impossible to read. So there's going to be some things we're a little confused on. That's okay. A boob fish? Dude, the boob fish. Don Drake on the... Planet Zara, what the hell? I've got mini pizzas here. I'm going to start eating. Didn't they find like crazy amounts of lead in these or something recently? Hope I don't have lead poisoning. Sorry. Ah, Oswald! The Rebito! Oswald! Oh boy! He's practicing his golf, dude. He smashes the window. Classic Oswald. He's gonna get... Dude, he has parents? I thought he lived on his own. But there's an extra pane in glass, so he's trying to fix it outside. Dude, he wants to be a carpenter. He's about to fix it, and then he trips and it hits his head. Bro, Oswald. Classic Oswald. He tries to sleep, and there's a monkey. There's a monkey sneaking into his house, dude. There's a monkey. Magic Crystal of History. They must have escaped Egypt somehow. And they're in the haunted house. And they're back in Egypt, dude. Stop looking at the crystal. You're gonna just keep ending up in ancient Egypt. There. Dr. Occult, the ghost detective. And Dr. Occult has no effect on the vampire. No, what are they gonna do? No. Luckily, it's only on this page. So anyways, as I said, we're not doing Big Book of Fun Comics because it's just a collection of comics. So we're skipping that one. But now, second announcement, starting here, the second ever DC ongoing comic. New Comics. Another anthology, I believe. Yeah. It was the second continuing title for DC Comics. And it was half the size of... and it's also Adventure Comics, which is, I think, still a thing. I think Adventure Comics is still on. I'm not sure. New Comics. It's half the size of New Fun Comics. So that should be interesting. I accidentally forgot to talk about New Comics. It was alright. It kind of sucked. It actually really sucked. There's nothing I care about. It sucked. It was just boring. It was boring. Oswald! 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 Oh, dude, he was on the wrong boat for 3 days. He was trying to head to his uncle's place, but he was on the wrong boat for 3 days. Dude, classic Oswald! Classic Oswald, dude. I love this fucking rabbit. The silver bullets are doing nothing to the vampire. Oh no, his wife's been kidnapped. No, what is Dr. Occult gonna do? New Fun Comics issue 7. Also, it's called More Fun Comics right now. It's now called More Fun Comics at this point. They did a name change. It's cool. It's good. Good as always. Oswald, still the best part. Now to New Comics issue 2. And I believe we are almost at the end. New comics. Still ass. I don't care about it. It sucks. It's boring. It's bad. There's nothing I care about. The Federal Man, no, I don't care. Peter and Holahan, I don't care. Beanie, no, I don't care. Daredevil Dunk, I don't care. Captain Spinnaker, I don't care. I do like Dickie Duck. Dickie Duck's funny. Dickie Duck's cool. Anyways, finally, the final issue of today. More Fun number 8. And it looks like this one's pretty terribly kept. So it's going to be difficult to read. Slim Pickens. Right, the gorilla has rescued him from the ghostly inhabitants of his dead aunt's home. Dude, this guy's so confused. The worst part of this issue is there was no Oswald. There was no fucking Oswald, dude. There was no Oswald. Okay, so that is More Fun Comics number 8. I read More Fun Comics number 8. What are my thoughts on everything? So, my main takeaways. DC at the start, a little racist. I think every issue has had a little bit of racism. A lot of black people characters. Not a big fan of that. A lot of racism towards indigenous people, Mexicans, Chinese people, black people. I think some other people. Just a lot of racism. It's just everywhere. 2, they said queer one time and I thought that was really funny. 3, I need DC to bring back Oswald the Rabbit. Give him an ongoing. He's probably too close to Mickey Mouse. Probably not allowed to do that. In that case, bring back Pelion and Asa. Give them an ongoing. Give Dr. Occult an ongoing. Bring back Dr. Occult. Also, my third main takeaway, DC Comics kind of fucking sucked at the start. There's some funny stuff. There's some good stuff like Oswald, Pelion, and Asa. Dr. Occult. Super Police was fun for a bit. Dawn is fun. The space guy. But for the most part, it kind of sucks. It sucks, like a lot. Like it sucks. But yeah. Those are my thoughts. My final thoughts. And with that, goodbye. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!